because it was a quality movie, and it stepped outside of the regular genre, and it looked at the genre itself. It was self-referential. It was funny. It was all this, so much more than just a slasher film. I realized quickly that it was not going to be a bad thing for my career. Can we still be interesting? Can we still have fun with this? Can we still entertain the audience at the level that we have in the past? New cast, new everybody. But I was really pleased when I saw the film.
Hello?
It's happening. 3 attacks so far. Do you have a gun?
I'm Sydney Prescott. Of course I have a gun.
In this film, she's a mother, which is a whole other level for her of fierceness and purpose. And so it was nice to have that entity and to see Sydney in a place where she's content in her life and not living in fear. And then of course, chaos happens. I thought it was tight. I thought it was funny again and scary again. Everyone was very open to the old cast giving our opinion and our thoughts on our characters, obviously, because we've spent the most amount of time with them. So it was a good process for all of us. I certainly felt Wes's absence, and at the same time, I clearly felt his presence. Every time I walk on these movies, I feel his presence and his power and his input and his influence and everything that he did to make these movies amazing. Also, I don't think it's a giveaway to say that we do return to the original house. So to walk onto that set it blew my mind, because the set decorators did an incredible job. It's identical. And people will see there's odes to Wes in the movie, and that was there when I walked in. And so, yeah, I think both Courtney, David, and I each individually had a good cry when we walked onto that set.
Samantha? I know who you are.
I've been through this a lot. This is your life now, which means that whoever this is gonna keep coming for you. You ready for this? Never. I was really impressed with these actors because they're really talented. And not just talented, they're fans of the films. And that meant a lot. Their enthusiasm was quite beautiful and refreshing. It was nice to just see their excitement about being with us and being a part of these films and bringing something to them.
The attacks were all on people related to the original killers.
I think Matt and Tyler did an amazing job. They were delightful, so excited, like giddy boys. They actually said the first time I did a scene with them, they were at the monitor and they were so excited, and they forgot, I think it was Matt who said, I actually forgot, I was so excited to be watching another Scream movie, I forgot I was directing it. I guess because he was watching Sydney and he was excited to see Sydney. They had written me prior to my signing on to the film to tell me that they are directors because of Wes Craven, and that they made Ready or Not because of the Scream films, and that they really wanted to honor Wes's legacy and do right by him, and that meant a great deal. And I think they really did. I think they've done an incredible job, and then I think they've elevated certain things in their own way as well. There's just no ego, which is lovely. I had a sense that it was going to be good, and I knew how much the directors were excited to make it, and I knew how good the script is, and I knew the actors were doing a good job, but you still never know, right? So I was excited, very excited. For me, it was my first lead in a movie, so that was so exciting and scary. I just remember how great Wes was at giving us confidence and allowing us to bring what we wanted to bring to the characters. I remember the excitement of being with the other actors and seeing how talented they were, and just seeing everyone riff on each other, really. And the experience of being in Santa Rosa, California with this group, making this little movie that we knew it was a good script. We thought we might have lightning in a bottle, but you never know. And then just the explosion that it's had is pretty phenomenal. And at the time, there was an attitude about horror movies, to be honest, and in the acting world, it's not seen as heightened work, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yes, I was happy to be a lead in a film. It was a horror movie. I was like, I don't know what the response to that's going to be. I don't know how people are going to react to that. I don't know whether it's going to be a good thing for my career or not such a good thing for my career. But because it was a quality movie, and it stepped outside of the regular genre, and it looked at the genre itself. It was self-referential. It was funny. It was all this, so much more than just a slasher film. I realized quickly that it was not going to be a bad thing for my career. It's interesting. We all sat around and had a dinner at the end of the shoot after we wrapped in this little Italian restaurant in Santa Rosa, and everyone stood up and made a toast and expressed sort of how meaningful the experience was in some way and how life-changing it was in some way for each of us. It meant a lot.